Hello there, this is Jesse Coffey with part 3 of my Disney / Buena Vista VHS collection. These are 3 copies of Pretty Woman on Touchstone home video. So this is the original pressing. Which has a pink label on it. August 21st, 1990 was the print date. Now, I've got a pretty complicated story for these other 2 copies of Pretty Woman that I have. This one, which I mean, well, let me tell you how I came across this. I found a copy of Pretty Woman with a blank tape inside with an unmarked label on it. And when I popped it in, it had, and that was all it had. All that it had on it was a sports reel from the NFL, I think. And since I felt a little bit ripped off, and since the tape still had the tab intact, I decided to recreate a Canadian copy of A Master of Pretty Woman. The original pressing, right down to the label. And so this particular copy has the duplication notice at the beginning. And the source copy I used for the film itself was this later reprint, which had a white label on it. And which had the Touchstone video promo at the beginning. And this one was not copy protected, believe it or not. So I decided to go ahead and use it for the source for this copy. And this third copy of Pretty Woman that I have on VHS was printed August 2nd, 1995. Here's another Touchstone, Dick Tracy with Warren Beatty. And Madonna's also in it, but she's not listed on the front cover. Has an apparent counter of, I have no idea what this is. This could either be the times that someone, whoever had this previously, watched this or rented it out from the video store. I'm not sure which of the 2 this applies to. Most recent is July 2nd of 2015, and the earliest is in August 17, 1996. And there's the back of the case, which is unusual, and that's a horizontal back cover. Warren Beatty produced and directed the film. Has a yellow sticker label on it. Custom one. Print date, January 10th, 1991. Now for Walt Disney's classic, The Jungle Book. The last one he supervised. 1967 originally. This is the original 1991 tape of it. Print date says Printing Lee on it. Manufacturing date is February 14th, 1991, and print date is February 20th, 1991. Here's a copy of Walt Disney's masterpiece, Fantasia. With Leopold Stokowski and the Philadelphia Orchestra, of course. There's a lot of stuff in it. Got promos for Alice in Wonderland, Robin Hood, Double, Pete's Dragon. DuckTales movie Treasure Lost Lamp, Sword of Stone, Rescuers Dawn Under, Jungle Book, and Mary Poppins, of course. Here's a proof of purchase to save for Fantasia. This for playing card thing. And the Simply Man About the Mouse promo. With such stars as Billy Joel, Michael Bolton, who was in the American Song Contest, and Bobby McFerrin. And it's Christmas 1991, it says there. Manufactured on November 28th, 1991, and printed on November 30th that year. Here's 3 Men and a Little Lady with Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, and Ted Danson. And print date is April 10th, 1991. And I think from here on out, we're going to see all ink labels on these tapes. Here's an irresistibly charming comedy, apparently, from with Gerard Depardieu, called Green Card. This one's also on Touchstone. There's the meh. Has a hologram there. Here's the team label. And print date, manufacturing date is the 141st day of 1991. Print date is June 6th of that year. Here's a movie directed by Frank Oz, The Muppets, with Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. What About Bob? Apparently someone bought it at Goodwill. I did not. Printed on May 26, 1994, so this is a reprint. Here's a copy of William Hurt and the Doctor. He was a doctor who thought he knew it all until he became a patient. This one's got William Hurt in it. Here's the tape. It's an unspecified rental. And this is a Canadian copy. Cartridge number is 1 out of 3. Here's the 1991 version of Father of the Bride with Steve Martin, Diane Keaton, and Martin Short. Touchstone videotape yet again. This was printed on November 23rd, 1993. Now here's one of the rare post-sticker label tapes to actually have a sticker label as far as Buena Vista is concerned. It's a copy of Billy Bathgate with Nicole Kidman and Dustin Hoffman. I'm going to show you the sticker label on this one. Manufacturing date is July 28, 1992, and print date is September 8, 1992. Here's a great movie here, Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg. Hilariously defined comedy. This has a couple of music videos at the beginning. It's on Touchstone home video. It's an interesting font for the typical insert this sign into recorder notice on the shell there. Print date is September 8, 1992, so the same day as my Billy Bathgate tape. Here's a Walt Disney home video tape. This is The Mighty Ducks with Emilio Estevez. Or as you're supposed to pronounce his last name, Estevez. By having seen one of the preview, let's just say I learned the Estevez pronunciation from a certain pay-per-view preview Laserdisc. Print date is June 25th, 1996. This tape originally came out in 93, I think. And here we are with a copy of Walt Disney's classic Aladdin. Another film from the Disney Renaissance, 1992 film. Tape is from 1993, of course. Has a preview for The Lion King at the beginning. Sneak peek thereof. Print date is August 11th, 1993. And would you believe it, I got this one at school. And here's The Muppet Christmas Carol. The first film that the Henson Company did for Disney. This is a 1993 tape of a 92 film. And where this came from? It came from Movies, Etc. Incorporated. Print date is September 27th, 1993. Here is The Cemetery Club on Touchstone. This is a Jewish-themed comedy. Yeah, the tape I think came off of the top of the case. I think I put tape on top of this thing. Keep it all in one piece, but then the top is falling off again. You can tape it back on. That's a Hollywood Video end label. And this was printed on May 24th, 1993. And it's got the information about the corporate offices of Hollywood Video, which are in Beaverton, Oregon. Here's Nightmare Before Christmas with Tim Burton. Not with Tim Burton, it's from Tim Burton. Directed by Henry Selick. And produced by him. But a lot of people think Tim Burton directed it. Here's Gargoyles, a powerful new voice coming to video in 95. Another card. This time available to Touchstone. Family Fun magazine. And only on video, the Muppet Classic Theater and the Muppet Christmas Carol. This one's never been played. Print date is July 17, 1994. And I've been meaning to play it for years. couple of copies of Tombstone here, neither of them being the original pressing. This one has Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer in it. It's a city that is undeniably associated with the town that refused to die. You see they have 2 after the number, so they're definitely not the original pressing. And the label is, well, both these have identical labels, let's face it. The original pressing had a preview, I think, for the Nightmare Before Christmas on it. The later tapes of this had updated previews at the beginning. No, this is not a 2-tape set. My first copy of this, my earliest one, was put on October 5th, 2001, and my other one was manufactured February 7th, 2003, and printed on February 11th, 2003. I would like to get the original pressing with this one. Now for early entries into the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. Robin Hood. Printed on September 25th, 1994, rather. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Printed on January 10th, 1998. This one has a smashed clamshell. It's Alice in Wonderland. And introducing the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection insert. With a Sword in the Stone. The information about Broomsticks, Dumbo, So Junior Miami, Pete's Dragon, Robin Hood, Alice in Wonderland, the Caballeros, Hawaii, Seven Dwarfs, Mary Poppins, and Lion King, of course. And that's the business reply card. Printed on August... Is that right? Yes, August 7th, 1995. And the main title for the initial offering, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, of course. The first video release of this film. Walt Disney's first animated feature. Family fun pamphlet in there. You got your family fun pamphlet. You got your business reply card in there. You got a Pillsbury coupon. It says Pillsbury coupons. You got the same promo for the Muppet Christmas Carol and Aristocats, which says coming to video in 1995, but actually came out on tape in 96. That's wrong. It was delayed until 1996, rather. The stickers for each Snow White and each for Seven Dwarfs, and the story. You got promos for the first entries there, and the Fox the Hound on VHS, Church Far, Studio Film Collection, Iron Will, Cool Runnings, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, and The Incredible Journey, Heidi, Hannah Green Gables, Anna Valea, Mickey Spun songs, sing-along songs, video and puppet bug poo, Winnie the Pooh things, Disney's favorite stories, Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2, and some more sing-along tapes. Alan's video and audiobooks, Spawn Goes to School. I got all 3 of these volumes, I think, and I'll show them all here. Most of them, anyway. There's Cyberhuman, Cyber Squad, Disney video cassettes, and there's an ad for The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I already showed. And the print date for this one is June 20th, 1994. So this has the Sorcerer Mickey logo. This is the copy with the Sorcerer Mickey logo at the beginning instead of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection one. Here's Andy Garcia and Meg Ryan. Romantic comedy When Man Loves a Woman. I think it's a romantic comedy, maybe a romantic drama. Not sure which of the two it is, because I haven't seen the film. And this is cover is a bit stained. Print date is February 16, 1995. Here's Robert Redford's great film quiz show on Hollywood Pictures on video. This is the original print run because it has previews for titles that are all on Miramax. It cut off on me, so I'm going to try to do it again. This is... Anyway, the 3 Miramax previews, and all 3 of the tapes on this tape are Miramax previews. The previews on this tape are for Miramax films. The Miramax films that this has previews for are Camilla, Tom and Viv, and Queen Margot in that order. This also has a promo for the soundtrack. Most copies of this have no previews and use the Hollywood Pictures Home Video logo as the de facto logo for the film. Print date is April 2nd, 1995. Well, I incorrectly estimated the amount of Johnny Carson and Buena Vista volumes that I have on VHS. I just have 2 of the volumes and 2 copies of one of the volumes. So here's volume 1 of this, 60s and 70s. This is from 1994 from Carson Productions, which later reissued these tapes themselves with a facsimile of the Buena Vista warning screens in the beginning, the green FBI warnings. So here are the 3 volumes, and no, there were 4. There were 4. Oh my! Oh my god! So the ones I'm missing are 70s and 80s, and the final show. And there's the business reply card. In the case, and I'm gonna put these in here. I'm gonna fold open the case. So and dump the book of purchase things in here. So that counted. So here's the 80s and 90s one. And of course it would have to be the very early 90s because Johnny Carson retired in 1992. Oh, I forgot to show the tape for 60s and 70s. Let me go ahead and show that real quick. The print date for that one is June 30th, 1994. Alright, so here's the 70s, here's the 80s and 90s one. Here's that. Here we are with that. Printing is May 22nd, 1994, which I think is 2 years after Johnny's Tonight Show ended its run. Here's the here's one with homemade Johnny end label that just says Johnny Carson. And the print date on that one is October 5th, 1994. Here's another Hollywood Pictures tape. This one is Miami Rhapsody, a hilarious comedy with Sarah Jessica Parker, Antonio Banderas, and Mia Farrow. Of course, that's according to the ABC Radio Network moniker. This is a 1995 tape, I believe. And a 96 reprint thereof. Print date is March 31st, 1996. Here is a Walt Disney Pictures remake of the 1949 baseball film Angels in the Outfield. The original was made by MGM. Caravan Pictures, which did a lot of movies for exclusively Disney subsidiaries back in the 90s. Print date is March 28th, 1995. And here's something worthy of being called a Walt Disney masterpiece. The Lion King would be it. From 1995, the tape is from. The film is from 94. I think this has a preview for the Angels in the Outfield. The start. And this is an early printing from December 9th, 1994. Next is Terminal Velocity with Charlie Sheen, and another Hollywood Pictures on videotape. And this one has an interesting local television note for our area, Tucson. Martha Vasquez, who was then working at KVOA, appears in this film for a little bit. Delivering a report straight from the Eyewitness News set about a crucial event in the film. And this one was co-produced by Interscope Communications and Polygram, which did a lot of movies via some Disney subsidiaries back in the which co-presented a lot of movies through Disney-related subsidiaries back in the 90s. Yeah, this has a homemade hand label there, and the print date, we can reveal the left half of that, is March 20th, 1995. Alright, here's the Three Musketeers with from Walt Disney Pictures again. Got a thumbs up from Gene Siskel. It's another Caravan picture that was released via another Disney subsidiary. Again, Caravan was the company that released a lot of it released a lot of movies via a lot of Disney-owned subsidiaries back in the 90s. It never released a film on its own, and never had a home video division of its own, coincidentally. Print date is March 30th, 1996. And here's Gordy, the talking pig who made it big. That was Babe's job, wasn't it? Thought that was Babe's job to be the talking pig who made it big. This was me. I'm sorry, my battery ran out. I'm gonna have to charge it somewhere. Anyway, while I'm charging this, I'll show you this tape. Gordy here. And as I say here, kids will squeal over Gordy. I'm pretty sure Roger Ebert his mouth on that one when Babe came out. His child over that one when Babe came out, and he ended up praising Babe, by the way. I haven't seen this one. It's from what I hear, it's a Babe knockoff. It was actually, Wikipedia had said it was released before Babe, but I think most of the world heard of this movie afterwards. And the print date, which you can't really see all that well because I haven't turned the flash on, and I can't turn flash on when the battery is low. Let me try to tap the battery. Yeah, it says flashlight available. Print date is December 26, 1995. And here's a great movie. Toy Story, the first film in the series. The first computer animated motion picture and feature film, and the first film to come from the Pixar woodworks. First of many great movies to come out of the Pixar woodwork. Print date September 19th, 1996. And this is another copy of The Absent-Minded Professor, this time presented as a film under the Walt Disney Pictures Presents banner. Just a simple one. And under a new stock number. However, this has a new tape inside. This has the Studio Film Collection tape inside, which I think was the last with the old catalog number and manufactured January 14, 1993. Print date is February 12th of that year. God, I have that close. Now we have Robert Redford and Michelle Pfeiffer in Up Close and Personal. Features Celine Dion's #1 hit single, Because You Love Me. On Touchstone home video. This tape is from 1996, I believe. If I remember correctly, the song, Celine Dion's recording, that now alternates with Johnny Mathis's on KTC. It used to be that Johnny Mathis's recording was the only one of that song that played on KTC. Alright, print date is February 22nd, 1997. Okay, now here are the last of the 4-digit catalog number tapes that I have on Buena Vista labels. The first one is Ransom with Mel Gibson. This one's on Touchstone home video. There's a white sticker label on it. which is amazing. And the print date is October 16th, 1997. I've not checked what this was recycled from. Here's The Rock with Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, and Ed Harris. And directed by Michael Bay. I think this was one of his first movies. All the pictures on videotape. Print date is February 23rd, 1997. There's a comedy with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. Gone Fishing. Canadian copy. Cartridge number is 6 out of 10. Jack with Robin Williams. Last cover, snow cover case I have in Buena Vista with a 4-digit number. Also on Hollywood Pictures on video. 1997 film. Francis Ford Coppola film. Heard this was one of his worst movies. Printing is June 19th, 1997. And the last two clamshells. This one doesn't have a sticker on it, but I think it's a Canadian copy. It's The Incredible Journey. The original family classic. Cartridge number is 2 out of 3, which to believe Meatloaf ain't bad. To believe the late Meatloaf, that is. And the live-action remake of 101 Dalmatians. Purchased from Blockbuster on August 25th, 1997. I've mostly have had no interest in the live-action remakes that come out of the Disney War. But there are good exceptions. There are some exceptions. Ones I make are for films that I generally heard were exceptional. Print date is March 13th, 1997. Alright, in the next part I'm going to talk about the tapes I have that have 5-digit catalog numbers on Disney and Buena Vista. These I have on Buena Vista labels that have 5-digit numbers.